receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. And the Sooners will kick this deep to get us going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And now from the pistol formation. Run back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
First down here for this offense. Receiver in motion now. And they'll go right back to him on first down. He goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Buchanan. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Longhorns. They were not going to catch him that time. That is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Oklahoma. He'll stroll into the end zone. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And looking to throw now on first down. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Tries to get it to the running back. Makes makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it again. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
On launch will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. This punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Got it. He finds some space. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. But DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got room to run. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. They mix it up with a run. That's a strong stiff arm. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Important 3rd down play coming up. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Sooners. They connect for 6.
Man, this defensive coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double cover.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. On the ground, it's Buchanan. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Kennedy. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Design quarterback run. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and their run game has dominated. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And at first down, they go right back to him. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. And now it's fumbled. decision. The offense has it. It's still going.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. Oh, and he's got some space here. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? He escapes the pocket. He gets loose. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry, Kirk. They've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is. And I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see Texas and OU still be playing for many years to come.
Running out of time in the pocket. Here as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And he's back to throw again on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Able to convert on third down. Gets him a fresh set of downs from the 22.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The Sooners are going to take advantage of this red zone trap. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
Here we go, third and short on the 7th play of this drive. And they'll give it to the back. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
The Sooners will line up here on first down and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. First and goal, handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If if you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's running out of time here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. When he didn't get there, the defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. And they will trot out the field goal team here. The distance will be 23 yards at chip shot. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his back. Grab down the middle. It's Buchanan. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side, they went and grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And, Chris, think about it over the years. All the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big one. Baker Mayfield, Vince Young. I mean, it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it, and the defense smothers him for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He fires it down the middle. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Toss play to the outside. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. Defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
There's the handoff. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive?
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
And it's a bunch formation. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. The Sooners come to the line in a hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He pulls in the catch. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a deep completion. Fired into a tight window and picked off. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Now here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Will kick it off to begin the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Powers through. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
That's an important first down on that running play. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Knocked taking it easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
To me, a couple things there. Number one, pressure in the quarterback. The other thing is really good coverage by the secondary. The quarterback had no choice but to get rid of that football. And now you get to fourth down. You got the lead by a couple possessions. Smart play here is to punt the ball away and get your defense back out on the field.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Using his legs, it's Buchanan. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And that gain moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He could go. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
A play action, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. Trying to create here on the move. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Here's the second down play. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Leonard. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, the key there is the defender gets his hands on the football, just knocks it up in the air. At that point, it's a free ball. Anybody can get it. But the concentration to come down with the interception and then the speed to be able to take it into the end zone. Just great focus and concentration.
Here comes the point after attempt. DAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kirk. Two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
Boy, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab. Oh, and he's ruled down right there. They lose yardage on that play.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Makes a quick grab. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle by the tight end. He's swarmed by the defense.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. And as we take a break, let's take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. And he'll set up to throw. Signs a quick throw. He brings him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
1st and 10 play coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Grab on the receiver. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The ball is caught, and he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on 3rd down. Now to set up a pivotal 4th down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Across midfield. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way back for a pick 6. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4. Final quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They've got to recover from that right now. Stopped short the marker after just a short game.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's the running back in the flat. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So after one enormous play, they're now set up at the opponent's 20-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. QB keeper all the way. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. And he'll drop back here on third down. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Time running down. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
What a job by this quarterback here on fourth down. Had to survey the defense. Eventually just goes to the check down for the running back. Moves the chains and keeps this drive going.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Oh, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking for a late, deep throw. Try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Hey, this defense doing a good job all game long and not giving up many yards after the catch. Now working with this lead, trying to preserve it. Good job of keeping their eyes up and bringing this receiver down. Gave up some yards.
Going for a big play downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown, Texas. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all you got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up to preserve this lead. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts, you stop the clock, the offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle, it's Leonard. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
Runs right over the defender. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Finds just enough space and makes the first down. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. That's reeled in. It's Leonard. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Short completion, a third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he released it. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Well, obviously, a field goal does them no good. They're going to have to put the ball into the end zone and hope that somebody can make a game-changing play.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. The DB's backing off from the line now. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. best shot here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. One last pass attempt, though, is incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. You came in expecting, Kirk, one of the best matchups of the season. In the end, number one goes down in a tough battle.
Well, Chris, you and I call these games a lot, and there's always such anticipation, but it's not often that they live up to the hype. Think about the last 5 to 10 years. We've called a bunch of them. This was a great one. I'm just glad we had the pleasure of covering it.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.